There is no the spotlight.
I'm scared about
Really?
Okay, this is excellent. There are 6 people. This is a perfect number for a class. Okay, you know who I am? You know what this is? Don't look at the camera. Don't wave and smile. Because I know that my other students want you to. Okay, the purpose of this video is for training purposes. It's going to be used all over the world for training teachers. This is specifically the business class. Okay, so this is, if you like, a model English lesson for business students. Okay, are you happy? Yeah, excellent. Isn't it lighting here? Isn't it wonderful? Right. Okay, let's begin. First of all, I'd like you to tell the class who you are and what you do. Okay, let's start here with my name and we'll go down.
My name is Miley. I'm studying at Sydney University, Michigan City. My major is business management.
Excellent. Ma'am.
It's natural, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Mayan and I'm
Businesswoman.
a businesswoman.
And you own?
I don't have to say that, right?
Okay. You own?
Hello everyone. My name is Newton. I'm a teacher at this school.
Excellent.
Hi everyone, my name is Juan and I have been teaching you for nearly 5 months and I'm great to be here.
Excellent.
Hello everybody. My name is I'm studying at university. My English major is English.
Excellent. Very good.
Hello everyone, my name is Thảo. I'm a staff at this school.
Excellent. Okay. And do you know who I am? I am,
Mark.
and I've been teaching for
Years.
Over 10 years.
20. Okay. Right. Okay. Welcome everybody. I want to ask for a volunteer. Okay, Mr. Crank, I knew it would be you. Now I'm going to ask Mr. Crank some questions. I want you to listen very carefully because I want you to tell me what questions I'm asking. Okay? Right. Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. Okay. Do you enjoy traveling?
I love traveling.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Can you tell me some places that you have traveled to?
I have traveled to Wutao Beach.
Okay.
Very nice beach, you know. And I went to the last year with my classmates. And then I have been in Twin City for many times.
Okay.
And Twin City is,
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Let's concentrate on Dalat. Okay. What can you tell us about Dalat?
Well, as many of you here may know that Dalat is a very nice city with a lot of trees, a lot of mountains, many beautiful girls with
Really? I must go.
pink cheese in the face, and I like to spend time on Busan Lake. That a little bit cold, but romantic.
Romantic. Okay. Excellent. How did you get to Dalat?
I got there by bus, and then I got back by motorbike.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
Excellent. Have you been to Dalat by motorbike many times?
Well, not many times.
I've been to Dalat by motorbike.
Really?
It's beautiful going up the hill.
Right.
Such beautiful
And you
views.
may stop on the top of the mountain and look around.
You can indeed, yes. Okay, how long does it take to get to Dalat?
I think over 6 hours.
About 6 hours, maybe more, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good. And how long did you stay there?
I stayed there 5 days. I spent 2 days at my aunt's house and 3 other days at the hotel with my friends.
Okay, so 3 days at a hotel, 2 days with your aunt. Okay, excellent. So, why did you go there? Why did you go to Dalat?
I heard a lot about it before.
Uh-huh.
I really wanted to be there, and I couldn't make it. So,
Excellent. And who did you go with?
I went there with my friends, my classmates, and
You had a good time?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Right, class. How many questions did I ask, Mr. Brown?
10, more than 10.
Less than 10.
Less than 10.
It was less than 10. Can you remember the questions that I asked?
How are you?
Oh, you go, okay, how are you? Okay.
Do you like traveling?
Do you like traveling? Good, yes.
What are the places that you have been to?
Good. What places in Vietnam, we'll call that the first question. What places in Vietnam have you been to? What's another way of saying that? Have you been to?
Have you
Traveled to. Excellent, okay.
And can you tell me something more about that area?
Yes.
Why did you go to that area?
Why did you go there? Yes.
Who did you go with?
Who did you go with?
How long was it?
How long did you stay? How long did it take? What did?
How did you go there?
How did you get there? What did you do there? And also, did you say why? Why? Excellent. Right. Same questions. Asking each other. Okay. You two, and you two. Off you go. Ask each other. You've got 2 minutes each. So after 2 minutes, I'll say change, and you can change
You
around.
look gorgeous. Thank you.
Ready?
Are you
Go.
good at that? Girl? So, what did you go with?
My family, my friends, the group was not interested.
Where did you stay? Was it specific?
No, when I was a student, with my family, which is a really small.
Why not choose Calavis? Or place?
I think just everyone around wants to go there once in a while. I just so much about the city. It's very romantic. The city of love. So,
Has been to Love Valley? Okay. Who was there with you? Oh, that's odd. What's the couple was get there? The Love Valley. Have you ever been to that city? Have you ever been to Hawaii? You should go and race. There are lots of beaches there, and you know, most when you get there, you see lots of foreigners. A lot of people.
Right, time up. Okay, change over. Okay, one person asking questions and a person answering. Okay, ready? Go.
So next time you have a chance, where you want to travel?
I would like to go to Hanoi. Too far. That's not really I opportunity to be there. Well, that is first is in capital, but I want to be there. And secondly, I think that is the second biggest city in Vietnam. That's my life. I enjoy it. I heard a lot from my brothers, and they said, you know, Huế is the city with a place and many people are there to see how this place was in the past. Have you ever been to Vietnam?
I'm going to make my daughter.
Okay.
I want
Yes.
to.
It was about 1 year ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Now then, let me ask some questions. Okay, we'll start with you and tell me something about Mr. Brown. What did he tell you about Mr. Brown? We already know, which is just briefly.
Okay, so he has been to Bhutan and Thailand
Yes.
and Washington City,
Mhm.
but if he ever has a chance and if he wants to go to Hanoi and Hanoi,
Okay. Has he ever been on a business trip?
no,
Okay.
just travel with
Just travel.
friends.
Okay. Excellent. Right. Miss Hart, tell us something about Miss Hart.
Miss Park said that he went to the last holiday.
Oh.
Yes. So this is a terrible trip.
Oh. Why? Why was it terrible?
First of all, there are lots of people here to travel here, to travel there. So they have lost room to stay.
Oh, there was nowhere to stay.
Yes, but luckily the final minutes is her friend find another motel to her.
And you know where did I sleep at the first day of this trip? In the kitchen of a hotel.
No way! Really? You slept in the kitchen of a hotel?
Yes, the
Wow.
first day of the trip.
Wow, okay. We're going to talk about hotels later on today, okay? That's
Terrible.
terrible, but were you comfortable? Could you sleep? Could you sleep?
I could sleep for a moment.
A moment. So the next day you felt
And
very...
no, and in the morning when I wake up, I heard that there were a lot of people who slept outside on Central Play or on the street.
Wow. Wow. So
So
everyone...
lucky for me.
So lucky. So people went to Darland, but what did they not do beforehand? They didn't... They didn't...
No, we booked this cancel.
No way! You booked a room and then you got there, but they gave your room to another person.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Only in Vietnam.
No, maybe she's late.
No, I'm not late. I can't find a hotel before, so I booked a guest house.
Ah.
Okay.
And
But they were. So to the same guest house, did they give you their kitchen to sleep in?
No, not.
So they are professional then. Okay.
Yeah.
Usually hotels are quite professional.
No, actually, when it's a holiday, they try to make money. It's who come first and they serve first.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. And that was in the tech holiday last year.
Because they are this year. Just happened.
Oh, just recently, like
Yeah.
last week.
Yesterday.
Yesterday! Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a terrible experience, okay? Oh,
And then this year, lucky for me.
yes. That's okay, don't worry. The rest of the year will be fine, I'm sure. Okay, Maya, tell us about Miley, traveling.
Yeah. Monday she traveled to abroad, like Malaysia, Singapore, and Cambodia. Oh, I mean like
Malaysia,
Malaysia, Thailand,
Thailand,
and
Cambodia.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Was she on a business trip?
No, she just traveled.
Traveling for pleasure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she it's like the food there is like Indian food. She tried
English food?
in Indian.
Oh, Indian food. Wow, like an Indian as in not red Indian, but sometimes Indian, hot, spicy food.
Yeah, curries.
Ah.
Curry.
Do you like curries?
Really strange.
Strange. Different to hot Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Right. Before we go traveling, what are some things you have to do?
Money.
Pack.
Money.
Book hotel.
Book the hotel,
Pack.
Right.
pack, money, make sure you have enough money.
A lot of money, not enough.
Okay, talking about
Put them, put it on one place. Okay.
You know?
Different.
If you travel to the place like countryside, you have to do cash. Turn on you take credit card.
okay, good, yes. this is true. If you're going to the countryside, make sure you have enough cash. So if you're travelling to, for example, Thailand, what kind of money? Yes, that's right, because you cannot use, you can't use Vietnamese dong. So what about American dollars? American dollars are accepted in most countries, so it's always good to have a secret stash of US dollars. Okay, somewhere, just in case. It's what I call emergency money. It's emergency money. Okay, so money, pack. What kind of things do we have to pack? Toothbrush, okay, good, yeah. Toothbrushes. Medicine. Yes.
First aid.
A small, yeah, I always carry a little first aid kit. Why medicine? It's a good choice. Why?
Because we may get sick.
Yes, okay.
Because we get sick or yes, poison from food.
Yes, okay. This applies to me because I'm living in a very hot, humid country where you have mosquitoes and malaria and other terrible diseases. So for me, I always bring medicine to Vietnam. Okay. But if I travel to America, it's not so bad. If I travel to Europe, it's not so bad. Why? Because
The same.
it's very similar, but Vietnam is so different. I mean, you guys don't even have snow. It's so hot here. Oh, wonderful! I miss snow. Okay, good. So we've got toothbrush, we've got medicine, money. What other things should we pack?
Books.
Books, yes. Why books?
Because we may need something to read on the plane.
Yes.
While we wait for our flight.
Absolutely. I always carry at least 2 books with me when I'm traveling. Okay, and I always read when I'm waiting for my flight or when I'm flying. Okay.
Camera.
A camera. Yes.
Notebook.
A notebook.
To keep records of your trip.
Yes, do you know I do that? And I thought I was the only person who did this.
No, you are not.
You are doing this? You do this as well?
Yeah, always.
Me too. Do you take notes when you travel?
I just take pictures and I'll record.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's all at the same time to people.
When I'm traveling on my motorbike, okay, I even write down how many kilometers I have traveled.
Yes, you are. Really?
I'm such a geek. I know.
No, you are not a kid.
Yeah. And I write down the names of the towns that I travel through.
Yes, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm a geek. Anyway, excellent. And what about hotels?
What's all that?
Yes. Okay, so when you book a hotel, what kind of questions do you ask?
How much?
Good. So how much does it cost?
Is it
Is it
near the center?
Is it, so the location, is it near the centre of the city? Is it in the countryside?
What services?
Services, accommodation, what kind of room you're going to have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like today you get a special discount rate.
Okay, yes, discount rates
Yeah.
are important. Okay. Okay, I'm going to break up these questions into 4 areas. That's different questions that you should ask about 4 different areas. And they are
Facilities.
facilities. What does facilities mean?
Facilities, building or Wi-Fi.
Okay, Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Gym.
Okay.
TV satellite.
Satellite TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gym.
Gym. Yes. Swimming pool. Good.
That's kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Right. Okay. Let's concentrate on facilities. What's the question you would ask if you're going abroad and you're going abroad, for example, for business, and you're going to Britain, okay, and you're booking a hotel. Okay. So what questions would you ask if you're on the phone talking to the person who's on the phone on the other side? So, swimming pool.
Is there any room available in it?
Are there any rooms available? Good, yes. Facilities only.
The suite. Little suite.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so that's number 4. Okay, we'll get to number 4 in 2 minutes.
Is there any double bed? Single bed?
Okay, is it a double bed or a single bed? Yes. What about ensuite? Do you know ensuite? Ensuite. It's a French word, okay? Ensuite. Do you know this word? It's an English word now. You stole it. Ensuite means, do you have an attached bathroom, toilet and shower? Okay? Because in some hotels, you have a room that you share the bathroom and the toilet with the other people sharing the rooms, rooms on the same floor, usually. But that's a good question. And the question is, do you have yes, yeah, or you can say is the room ensuite? Okay, so that's one question that you need to ask. Okay, other questions you need to ask are okay.
I like cooking, so is there any kitchen?
Okay, is there a kitchen? Okay. Are there very good facilities? Is that right? Facilities. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. So are there cooking facilities? Okay. Is the room ensuite? Okay. Someone mentioned a gym. Do you like working out in a gym? Okay.
Yeah.
So is there okay. Someone mentioned a swimming pool. Question? Very good. Do you have swimming pool? Okay. Anything else? Wi-Fi. Yes. Let's put Wi-Fi somewhere else. Okay. Let's put it here because this is the business side of booking a hotel. So the question is, do you have Wi-Fi? Okay. Sometimes you could say, do you have Wi-Fi facilities? Okay. Another question you can ask is, do you have good internet? Very good, yes. Access. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Any other questions we can ask? You did mention, someone mentioned television? So, okay. Does the room have TV? Okay. And you may ask, for example, you might want to watch the Vietnamese news. So, do you have cable television where you can get Vietnamese television? Maybe that's a question you might want to ask, for example. Okay? Right. Let's move to this. What questions would you ask? Yes, very good. Excellent. So, restaurant. Do you have a restaurant in the hotel? Okay. With the restaurant, what other questions? What kind of food? Yes. Okay. Because in some hotels around the world, okay, what will the food be like in restaurants? What kind of food do you think they will prepare? A variety of food. So there might be Indian food, there might be Chinese, there might be Vietnamese food. You never know.
Yeah.
Except that Vietnamese food in my country is not like Vietnamese food in Vietnam. I know, I tried it. I had pho in Scotland when I was there last year, and it wasn't like any farm I've ever had before.
How did it taste?
Very strange. It didn't taste like it. It didn't feel like I was eating baba. It just felt like Chinese noodles.
And the owner of restaurant from Vietnam or from China?
I think it was from China actually. I don't think it was Vietnamese.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why it tastes different.
That's why it tasted good. But it's the same with Chinese food. In England and Wales and Scotland, we have many Chinese takeaways, Chinese restaurants, and sometimes even the cooks are Chinese. But when I went to China, the food was completely different.
We haven't to any.
I think with all cultures, maybe. Yeah. It's like if you have an English restaurant here and I went there, it wouldn't taste like English food, maybe. Okay. Location. We've touched on this. What questions do you need to ask? Yes. So is the hotel in the city centre? Basically, the same question is where? Where?
Where's your hotel located?
Very good. Where's your hotel located? Okay. Now think about the airport.
How far is it?
Yeah, good. How far is it from the airport? What about travelling? What about transportation? What other questions?
Do you need a bus?
Yeah. Is there a bus service between the airport and the airport? Excellent. Okay. I've missed out a question for Mr. Frank. Okay, and that is this.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question you ask is there a bar in your hotel? Very good. Excellent. Now then, because we're all business people, okay, maybe we are going to the hotel because we're going to a conference. Okay, what kind of questions do you think you will need? For example, if you're holding the conference, okay, and you want to book the conference room, what kind of questions?
I asked, do you have a room with 400 people?
Yeah, okay, so how big or how large? Yes, large works. How large is your conference? You know, when I go back to Britain every summer, I teach in hotels. Okay, and one of the things that I have to ask is this question: how large is your conference centre? Is it big enough for 20 people, for example? Okay, excellent.
Are there any presentation facilities?
Good. So we've got here facilities. Okay. Excellent. Anything else? Presentation facilities. Good, yes, excellent. So, photocopier. And if you want to use, if you're doing a presentation using a projector, okay, projector, computer, okay. Oh gosh, there are many, many questions if you're going there on a business trip that you need to ask. Excellent. And you know what you're going to do now, don't you? Okay? Okay? You two together? You two together? You two together. Okay? Stand up, find your partners. And off you go.
Okay.
Mr. Kramer, I think you're over here. Is that right? With this white hand. Yes. Right, decide now who's going to be the hotel receptionist and who's going to be the person booking the hotel. Okay? You will change over in 3 minutes. Okay?
Yes. Okay. What can I help you?
How can I help?
How can I help you?
I'd like to look
Okay, first of all, I would like to know your name. Can you tell me what your name is? Natalie. Where are you from, Miss Natalie? So what do you want to do? Yeah, there is. Yeah, okay. Yes, we do. Okay, so the swimming pool on this top floor of our hotel and on 30th floor. Sure, we do. And we can collect the clothes every 15 minutes. Okay. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We serve you all the services you want. So anything else for food? Sure, we have two restaurants. One at the top and one just down floor. We serve Spanish food, Vietnamese food, Chinese food, and Japanese food. Western, we do. Basically, we serve for your own preferences. Okay. Actually, my hotel is located in a suburb. So, the airport is 4 kilometers away from our hotel. We do.
Okay. Can you change? Okay, so now the other person will be the hotel receptionist, and the other one will be booking the hotel and booking MJD. Off you go.
Hi, I want to book a room for presentation tomorrow. Yes. My name is Brian from Vietnam. I want to know how large your conference room is. There will be 500 audience. So can you afford it? Okay. What about the presentation facilities? What about, is there Wi-Fi at home? We really want to use Wi-Fi at home. So, do you have the party? The party, the light chain party. The table for guest speaker to sit. Okay, I want it to be on the left of the stage. That's okay? Thank you very much. That's all. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Let me finish.
Are you ready? Excellent. Very good practice. Well done. Now, in hotels, there are many facilities there which we can use, and they're all, or not all of them, but most of them are compound nouns. Do you know what a compound noun is? Compound two nouns to make something different. Excellent. Okay. I have created 15 compound nouns in this handout. Okay. I put the first word here. Okay. And at the bottom, you have to choose the correct word, the correct noun. I want you to write it in the correct place to create a compound noun. These are all things that we will find in hotels. Okay? Right, I've given one example. We've got coffee making. Coffee making could be machine, but there's no machine. Think of another word. I'll put my finger over this so you can't see. Coffee making begins with F. Very good, yes. Coffee making facilities. Okay? So I've done the first one as an example, and there are 14 left. Okay? I'd like you to work with your partner. Okay? So one person writing, one person helping. Okay? Okay? Let's see. You can't say multimedia centre. A centre is used for something else. Very good. Excellent. Right, I'm going to give everybody a copy and we're going to have a look at the answers. Now, I'd like to ask for a volunteer teacher. Oh, Mr. Anne, well done for volunteering. Okay, here are the answers. Okay, I'd like
Everyone, dining room. Okay, we have here dining area. Number 3, executive. Male. Right away. Executive service. No.
actually, executive room is wrong. Actually, executive room is straight. Executive service, I'm not really quite sure what that means.
Executive. Shirley? Sister. Not no. Please, one more. Yes. Yes.
Executive lounge. Yes. Do you understand the word lounge? It's an area, it's a room. So executive room kind of works, but we don't call them executive room. Because lounge implies something that's very luxurious. relax.
Number 4 fast. Machine, yep. Fitness, center, okay. Function, yes. Function room.
And it's not function lounge,
Yeah.
function room.
Function room. Okay, and number 7, internet. Okay. Number 8, multimedia.
Mail.
Equipment, yes, right. Number 9, desktop. Okay. 10, personal. Safe. Okay. 11, swimming pool. Easy. 12, voicemail, yes. 13, alcoholic.
Well,
Okay. 14, childcare.
service.
Yes, and the last one.
Well done. Did you get them all right?
No.
How many did you get correct?
14 and 9.
10 is not bad. Is it a 9? 11 is good. 11, 9. Okay, excellent. Put these in your personal business files and we will refer to them later on in the course before you have the test. Excellent. Right, we're going to do a quick reading activity now. Have you heard about the new What Hotel? Have you heard about the new hotel in Vienna? No? Well, we're going to read about it now in this brochure. This tells you everything you need to know about the Co-op Mark brochure. What I would like you to do is to exchange partners to do this next activity. So look around the room. Okay, find someone you haven't worked with today. Okay, make eye contact. Say, if Miss Thomas will come back.
She will come back.
I work.
Okay. So, you two working together? My aunt will work with Miss Tam when she returns.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure she will return in a few moments. One for you. One for you.
Thank you.
One for you. You should read it together, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. Underline all the compound nouns that you can see in this text. Can you remember them? Maybe you've already done it. Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh, very good. Excellent. Okay, first of all, tell me about the swimming pool. What kind of swimming pool is it? Is that big?
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Is it bigger than this room? Much bigger, yes. I can't imagine. Maybe the length of this pool is 25 meters, maybe. I'm not sure. So it's a big pool. Excellent. Oh, so it's actually larger than the length of this pool. Wow. Excellent. So it's a big swimming pool. You mentioned the fax machine. Okay. Anything else that it has? Voicemail. What is voicemail?
Is top. Record.
Yeah, okay. A voicemail is actually, see at home, you might have voicemail at home in your office. But when you go to a hotel, okay, and maybe they cannot contact you because you're in a different country, then they will call the hotel. And if you're out having dinner with clients or customers, okay, they can record a message. And the hotel will make sure that the phone in your room keeps that message, and it will ring when you get back, and then you can, it'll say to hear your voicemail, press 1. If you want to listen to it later, press 2. And you can choose to listen then and there, or whatever. Okay, so voicemail, what else does it have?
Personal safe.
Yeah, you got a variety of television channels.
Personal safe.
Why personal safe?
Because if you have anything valuable, you want to put it there like
Yes.
diamonds or you know.
Your diamond jewelry.
Jewelry.
Yes.
Passport. And then
Passport, that's if the hotel isn't looking after it for you. Good.
And the important document.
Important documents, yes, absolutely.
Or
Private documents. What's a sauna?
a sauna, you go there and then
Have
it's just like jacuzzi.
Like a jacuzzi, you can have a jacuzzi.
Yeah,
And
so
sauna.
it's like you sit in the bathtub
Yes.
and you get the sap, the water, get
Yes.
hot water.
vibration.
The vibration of the water gives you a massage.
Uh-huh.
Usually the sauna is next to the jacuzzi. Okay, the sauna is usually a very small room, made of what kind of material?
Good.
Wood, yes. And inside it's very,
Hot.
very hot. Why do people take saunas?
To get sweaty.
Yes. What happens when you get sweaty?
All if you relax.
It makes you feel relaxed. It cleans your body. Yes, excellent. Okay. I feel that Vietnam is one big sauna for me,
Yeah.
especially in the hot, humid weather. Okay. It's like a sauna for me, 100%. Okay. Excellent. Saunas are very popular in Europe because you really can relax in a sauna. Okay. What else? A restaurant. Okay. And what kind of things does it provide in a restaurant? What kind of food? Vietnamese.
Vietnamese dish.
Yes.
They can even serve the vegetables.
Yeah. So it caters for vegetarians. Caters. What does that mean? Caters. Give food to. Yes. Provide or supply food to people who are. Yeah. People who don't eat. Yeah, that's right. Now in Vietnam, I have never met any vegetarians.
My mother is one.
Oh, that's the first one. First person
My
I.
mother and both of my aunts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's a monk. Monk.
The Buddhist monks.
Buddhist monk. Yeah, they all is veggie.
Yeah, they're vegetarians.
Yeah.
And our friend Helen, she's vegetarian. Wow, there's more vegetarians than I imagined. The only reason I said that is because I've noticed that it's difficult to find vegetarian food here. I have a vegetarian friend who came here who asked for vegetarian food. She ordered fried rice, okay, completely vegetarian with lots of pork in it. And she sent it back to the cook and said, "I'm sorry, it's got pork in it." And the cook said, "Yeah, but only a little bit." And what our hotel offers?
Alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
The executive lounge, good, and
Alcoholic beverages.
alcoholic beverages. I'm glad you picked this up. Okay. Excellent. Okay.
With coffee making facilities.
Tea
Laser
and
printers.
coffee making facilities.
Tea and coffee making facilities. Okay. Now I've not seen this in Vietnam, but in England, when I'm teaching in a conference room in a hotel, there's usually a coffee or tea making machine. Okay. And it's usually quite a good one with a really good coffee. Okay. And you just put your cup there and you choose your coffee, put it in the slot, and you push the button, and it does all the noise. Coffee is nice. Usually.
You know, but in Vietnam, you may have good coffee outside the street or coffee shop, not in the country.
Yes, I've noticed that in Vietnam. But probably this is good because most coffee shops here do serve the best coffee. Coffee and coffee. Best. Strong, which is why I always have hot to weaken it. Yeah. If I drink that kind of coffee, what happens?
Yeah, when I went to travel different country with the coffee making facility machine, you go there, you put the money in, right? And the rest water. And then what size? The big size, small. You choose the size
Yes.
of the cup.
Yes.
Small or large, medium. And then they ask you if you want some milk, then the rest milk or yeah.
That's right. You choose your style of coffee, don't you? And it's not always the best, whereas in Vietnam, perfectly. Yes. Excellent. Okay, what else have we not mentioned? What else does this?
Laser
printer.
Laser printer. Why is it having a laser printer good?
For reading.
Yes.
Make a lot of copies.
That's right, handouts to your clients or your students. Yep, very good. What about function rooms? Yes, that's right. And there are 6 of them. Not 1, 6. Yes, that's right. And also something which is very interesting, did you notice? Technical and secretarial services. What do you think this is?
Some assistant with the help.
Yes?
Like copies, marker, pens.
You can take from the projector to your computer
Yes.
so they can help you to get technical.
Yes, because wherever you go in the world, what happens to computer equipment? There's always some kind of problem. Something doesn't work, something's not plugged in, or you don't know how to, you link your little, what do you call it, your USB key thing, memory stick, and it doesn't show up on the computer. So it's good that they have people who work there, especially to provide you systems. It's a very good, very good facilities here. Okay, it meets all the needs of the modern business traveller. Okay, we have time for one more activity. Okay, I'd like you to imagine that you've just been abroad on a business trip to London. Have you been to London before? Yes? No, not yet. Okay, you will, but imagine today you've been to London, okay, you've used a specific hotel, and you think that the hotel is very good, and you're talking to your friends or friends, and they're also going to go to London, and they're going to hold a conference there. And I'd like you to ask, what was the hotel like? Okay? And by using all of the compound nouns that we have learned today, okay, I'd like you to ask questions. Did it have does it have, okay? And you can say yes. I want you to make it as conversational as possible. Okay? I'd like you 2 to work together. I'd like you 3 to work together. Okay? Right. Who's going first? Who's been to London? Miss Hart has been to London. Miss Miley has been to London. Okay, so, okay, you and Mike and Mr. Frank, okay, you're going to be asking questions. What was it like? What did it have? Did it have this? Okay? Okay, 3 minutes. Are you ready?
Yep.
Off you go.
Hey, I heard that you've been to London, right? Wow. Great. How does it look like?
What did she do there?
Where did you stay, right?
I stayed last hotel, big hotel, big hotel.
What does it look like? Does it have a swimming pool?
Yes, of course. It's a big swimming pool.
Advantage of the swimming pool there?
How about like if you get a traditional Indian food there? No.
food?
But gentlemen,
No.
bring our airport to the hotel.
Yes, I had to try this.
It's a free service.
Because it's difficult for me. I
You get 250.
Do you eat fish and chips?
first I enjoyed this fish and chips.
Does it include
Breakfast.
breakfast?
How many days did you stay there? Only 2 days. And you just try to eat the food, not like you don't like the food, but you have to eat it because you're hungry.
Change over.
So you've been to like
Yeah.
this stuff. Go.
When did you stay there?
It's not bad.
Just last month. I just went there last month. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I want to see you many times.
Can be better.
You wasn't there. You weren't there.
Yeah.
But what did you do there?
I went to a business trip.
Okay.
Sometimes I get back from
I just went by myself. Yeah.
8:30 in the night, so
How does I feel? I feel tired after the meeting, but I went to the like hotel. I stayed there.
Oh.
Get a you have a sauna and you can relax
Oh.
there. After the meeting, I feel a lot better.
Wow. I went to the sauna as well in Vietnam.
but the room
What the hell?
service is
What is the difference? The sauna in Vietnam and the sauna in London hotel.
Different because over there in the hotel there, enjoying
Maybe I was
on the
on
water.
but too long to give me the service that I have.
That's great. You got. What about tell me a little bit about the hotel. What's there?
Yeah, the hotel, very big hotel. So I get over 5,000 rooms.
Oh.
Yeah, I stay there, I stay in the suite room. Very wonderful, it used to be for residents.
Okay. Absolutely, you are a president.
No, but it's kind of like, not so much. $2,000. It's like that.
2,000 today.
Euros.
Euro, yeah, zero.
Oh, okay.
But nine.
All right. So now you know you are a president.
And after that, you get experience. You stay there and kind of relax and just feel like a queen.
Okay. Were there any boy interested in you?
Nobody can get into that. But that's a special room. That's the private area, so nobody can get in there.
Right, okay, thank you very much for coming to the end of our lesson. There's just one thing I want to ask you. Do you go to a business trip or do you go on a business trip?
Go on.
You go on a business trip. Okay. I noticed a few of you saying going to a business trip. Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Okay. For homework, I'd like you to go onto the internet. I want you to find a nice hotel. Okay, on the internet. Go on the internet, find a nice hotel. Where it says contact us, I want you to find the telephone number. And I would like you to call that number and practice what we have learned today by asking if they have all the facilities. You have a list of all the compound nouns. Okay, so what kind of questions will you be asking? Do you have any conference rooms? Do you have a swimming pool? Do you have a gym? Okay, is the room en suite? Okay, I want you to practice the homework, and in our next lesson, I'm going to ask you to see how you got on. Okay?
Great.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you next week.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bas, thank you so much. You have helped me so much. Or maybe even during test. Not in the first few days, but after test finished. And I will treat you because I owe you all. So I will treat you to dinner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To Miss Howard.
I don't know, she just
Disappeared.
Yeah, maybe she got stuff to do now.
Okay. Yeah, company would use this team for showing how to teach New Zealand, Canada, Britain, and South Africa, and South America. So mostly around the world.
When you say the company, which company you are talking about?
Okay.
They work for a company.
Okay, there's a company called, well actually it's got 3 names. It's called TEFL England, TEFL Scotland, TEFL Wales. Basically it's TEFL Britain. Some out of the 14. Not, I mean most out of the 14. Which is good because it makes it look authentic. Makes you look like
Yeah.
yeah, excellent. Okay.
Thank you.
Are you still filming? No, thank you very much. The room is looking very nice and tidy. There's some pictures on the wall. By the time we start teaching after tech, this room will look very, very sexy.
I would like to make a map, to get all the teachers. They will share the room, and they have responsible to keep their own room clean and do that stuff.
I think it's a good idea.
It's very hard to share the room with all the people now.
Yes.
It's very hard time to make, for the teacher who share the room.
Listen,
We don't have enough room for individual teachers, so we have to share.
yeah. I quite understand. If I'm here every day, giving my own room, if I'm only working part-time, then I'm happy to share it with other teachers.